This wine is a Chianti Classico Riserva. It's from Tuscany in Italy, and I think Chianti has got a bit of a mixed reputation. Some of the wines are brilliant, some of the wines are appalling. So I'm hoping this is one that fits into the former category. So let's see how it tastes. It's a good dark colour, and you can see from the fact that it's more sort of red with maybe a tiny bit of brick red around the rim, that this is a wine that's maybe seen some time in bottle and which has probably been aged in oak casks. It's got a very attractive nose that's immediately very typical of Chianti. It's there's some slightly bitter plummy elements there. There's also a bit of damson maybe, some black fruits, but also there's some tar and some earth. Yeah, it's quite a savoury impression. It's a wine that has lots to say, but in quite a savoury mould. That's a really attractive palate. It's got that sort of slightly bitter, slightly austere, savoury character that Chiantis often have. But there's some sweetness to the fruit which sort of counters it really nicely. And sometimes Chianti Classico can come across as a little bit austere, particularly without food. But this is a wine that has the fruit richness to stand up to that spicy austerity very effectively. So this is a wine that you could quite happily sip on its own, although it would make a very good food companion. I'm just going to take another taste of this. Yeah, there's a lovely mouth-filling, spicy character to this wine that's quite complex. It's also quite savoury on the finish. It kind of dries your mouth out a bit on the finish. And I think this is a wine that's peaking right now. It's 6 years old now, so this is a wine you'd want to drink fairly soon, I think. But there's a lot going on there in terms of flavour. So in conclusion, this is a very attractive, savoury style of Chianti with a bit of fruit richness that I think would appeal massively to fans of Italian wines, and which would equally be at home either with food or sipped on its own. And it's a very appealing wine.